Hey, yeah, today is a bit more spontaneous. I'm doing this in one take, so sorry in advance for any errors in my English and so on. Um, Today I thought about something that really frustrates me, that really gets me, is when you don't have a certain body type that's accepted, then there is something when you have a crush on someone that you have to add to all the worries that everyone would have. Like, will I be liked back? How our first date will be, and stuff like that. But if you are not pretty in the way society wants you to be pretty, what is perceived as pretty, and there are some things that add to this, and it really fucks me up because it just angers me. It just angers me that I have to worry about things. I don't have to, of course. I shouldn't have to, but it is there. It's in my mind. I can't stop it. It's just there. I think after over 10 years of bullying and 2 abusive relationships, it's just kind of in my head that even though I know what would be better for me and that I deserve love and that I deserve to be respected and that I shouldn't worry about someone if they like me back, despite my body type. I shouldn't worry about that because if they don't like me the way I am, then they are not good for me anyway. But yeah, after all these years, that almost every day a comment was placed on me about my weight, about my size, or about anything that's wrong with me, also in terms of character, you start to really question yourself on a level that's not healthy. Of course, you shouldn't say to yourself, everything's fine with me, when apparently it isn't. Of course, you should question yourself and start to try to change, to become a better human, and to have some standards you want yourself to apply. But these standards, they should come from yourself, from your perception, from your imagination of the best you want to be, and not from the outside world. Of course, there are things that are good when people tell them to you and when you start to think about it. But you are a fat, ugly person, no one will ever love you, isn't one of them. So when I have a crush on someone, my second thought automatically is, will they maybe take a step back from me? Even though they like me, my character, and like to spend time with me, and they like me really much in terms of character and how I am with them, our interaction, will they take a step back from me because they just simply can't feel attractive to me? Or they have some perceptions and prejudice about fat people. They maybe don't speak out, or I just don't know them well enough to know if they are fine with it. There are so many things that I have to figure out if people will accept them about me. My sexuality, because I'm pansexual. My weight. My style, because I'm not just fat, I have a kind of unique style, especially my hair. My geeky kingdom. Will they accept these things about me? But what freaks me out the most really is my body type. And that angers me. That 10 years of this injected hate, it really feels like an injection. Like I got an injection of hate every single day when I was at school. And even at home, not from my parents, they were really lovely parents, accepting, loving, everything. But from other family members and surroundings. Like, oh friend, you have so wonderful eyelashes and eyes. If you lose some weight, the guys would just fall for you. And I thought, like, that was pretty rude to tell me that. I mean, I was like, I don't know, when this person told me that, I was like, I don't know, 13, 14-ish, something like that. Like, I was in a emotional crisis already. So thank you for adding something to it. Another nice phrase I can repeat in my head over and over again when I can't fall asleep at night. Thank you. And when I have a crush on someone, all these things keep on coming back to me, and I'm working really, really hard on erasing all these negative thoughts from my head, and to get a grip and say, no, if they don't accept you, if they can't love you the way you are, and if they can't find it attractive, then they are not good for you anyway, because you have to fight for their affection. And you shouldn't fight for affection. It should just naturally come. The other way around too. If I don't think the person is attractive, if I really, really like them, they're the best friends I could ever imagine, but I simply don't want to sleep with them, then I should really consider, like, is this a good couple relationship thingy? Is the possibility of this being healthy even there? Because I'm pansexual, I'm not asexual or something, like, but not to put too many labels in the room. Just to say, so for myself, all labels aside, sexuality is important. Good sex is something I need in a relationship. That doesn't mean that I need a sex god or something, or that I couldn't deal with someone that's not as experienced as me, maybe because he's younger or something. That's totally fine. But if I don't feel attracted to this person in any way, then I just couldn't have this thing going around, because it's something that would really, really bug me. I even broke up with someone because we had these issues, because I just didn't feel attracted to them anymore. And yes, that's funny, right? Because you would think it's the other way around. No, it isn't. It was me being the one that thought, oh, I don't think it's attractive, and I don't want sex anymore, and therefore I broke up. So it's really harming to tell little girls or boys or whatever, to tell kids that when you are fat, you can't be loved. That's totally and utterly wrong. There are people out there that will love to love you, that are just waiting for you. You just have to go outside and meet new people, and somewhere along the way you will find them. Definitely. That's a fact. You just have to go out there and meet new people. Not sitting around indulging in your self-hate. That's not good. That's really not the best thing you could do with an already fragile mind. So please don't tell kids anymore, because they are not smart enough, not thin enough, or whatever, not enough. They can't be loved, or they won't find someone before they change this or that about them. That's bullshit. That's utterly deep crap. That's just not true. If you want to change something about yourself, if you think, I'm fat, it's really not healthy, I'm not feeling good with it, I can't deal with it, you want to change something about it, then that's totally fine. You try to work on it, but do it for yourself, and because you love yourself, not because others tell you every day you have to hate yourself and therefore you have to change yourself, because that's not how it works. You have to deal with yourself and your reflection, as others have to do with theirs. And that's what's important about it. And I think now I really have to work on this situation when I have a crush, that I don't overthink it and just tell myself, if they don't like you the way you are, If they think you have to lose some weight to be attractive enough for them, then they are not good for you. Then they can't be good friends maybe, because being attracted to each other doesn't have to do with a good friendship, but with a good relationship. And that's just what I want, a good and healthy relationship. And being accepted as I am is a big part of it. So don't let others tell you what you can and cannot have, because that's shit. Just you decide what you want, you set your own standards, and then you can do whatever you want. And that's just it. Just do what you think is good for you. And if you like someone, tell them and don't be afraid of it. And I have to say, if someone isn't attracted to me, they're losing the opportunity of really good sex. And that's their problem and not mine. So that's basically it for today.